Y pensabas que esto no podía mejorar, ¿eh?
Everybody get foolish. Olvides in the air, let's do this.
When I think about this saga, when I think about everything associated to this saga and the brotherhoods that were born from this saga, all I can do is think how lucky I am that as a person, as an actor, as an artist, I've been lucky enough to have this experience. As much as I'm the one that loves to talk about the next chapter, loves to give you all the clues about the next chapter, I am reserving any discussion about the future so that the audience can embrace the homage and the ending in its purest form. Oh, I love working with Elsa Pataky. She joined us in 5, and she was just such a breath of fresh air, so committed. She's, you know, a real tough girl. She rides motorcycles in California, which is crazy. She's like a little soulmate to me because we're born on the exact same day. We have the same birthday. So there's always a special place in my heart for Elsa. Hay una mujer. So it's a very important song to me, and what can I say about Romeo other than he's just such a great guy and such a great talent. My daughter played piano for him just 2 months ago in our villa in the Dominican Republic. It's important for me to bring in Latin elements to this saga because I feel like it represents our world in a more accurate fashion. Sí, claro. Well, the ones that aren't cursing, the ones that are real, like como yo soy más tigre que tú supones. If I'm talking to a group of kids, I'll say something like, si tú puedes soñarlo, tú puedes hacerlo.
Diga. Dominic Toretto, no me conoces, pero estás a punto.
We have to make him sort of we have to give him a set of skills, enough to be able to take on The Rock and to take on Vin. So you don't learn that being a dentist. So we have to make, you know, he's a guy that comes from, you know, he has an exceptional sort of ability for assassination, and he comes from a military place where you learn skills. So that's where he's from. Would I? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, years ago, I had less concerns about the, you know, the consequences. Right now, it's, you know, you get wiser as you get older. But I was a little, you know, more hot-headed as I was a kid, and you know, I think you would do some. I personally, you'd do anything to straighten out someone that had made a mess of your family. Yeah. I mean, the stunts are great. This franchise always does a great job with the stunts. The action's always at a high level. The standard of execution is the best. You know, they hire the best people, so just being in those sequences is great. You know, when the camera stops, we're human beings. You know, we're not dragging that into our day-to-day life. And, you know, I know Tyrese, I know Ludacris, I know Michelle, Jordana I've met, Vin I've met. They're just regular people. You know, so I don't need them. There's no benefit for them to be, you know, who's this guy? We're trying to work together.
Lo más importante de esta vida siempre será la gente que está aquí, ahora. Eso es lo que vale.
I think that the 7th movie is, it's a wonderful mix of like humor, especially with Dwayne Johnson and Tyrese and Chris Bridges, and a lot of action, obviously, and the action seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then there's also a lot of romance, especially with Dom and Letty's storyline. I thought that was really nice. Mia is, I think, extremely strong, extremely stoic, and she's sort of the mama bear of the whole crazy, the mama bear for the crazy family.
Roman, ¿necesitas tomar el aire?
Things have evolved because they continue to get bigger and better every single movie. So, you know, of course, the characters have evolved. You know, the action scenes have evolved, the cars. We try to keep up with what's the newest and most advanced cars and vehicles. So that's what keeps it, you know, exciting and keeps people guessing. I do, that's why in this particular movie I got a little fighting, you know, a little fight scene. I finally got a piece of the action, but it's good to be the brains of the operation and be, you know, the technological guy, technology guy.
Voy a sacarte de aquí.
¡Tienes que saltar!
No. No, I do not drive in real life. I live in London, so it's kind of like public transport. The tube is just the way to get around, and you know, it's so well connected. But I do need to get my license. It's so embarrassing. I feel like the word has spread now, and everyone's going, "So, do you drive?" And I'm like, "No." That's a bit, yeah, it's a bit embarrassing, really. But it's kind of funny because I'm in a car movie, so that's.
No miro nada.
Cars, adrenaline, women, real men with muscles, and family. And all of those elements are in this movie.
Yo creo que la pelea en esta película fue la más dura porque la verdad que esa chava, brother, pega duro. Hasta cuando está jugando contigo, olvídate. Pero me encanta, a mí me encanta, la verdad, que me tire contra la pared, carajo. Me encanta.